Be that new photo taker with a finger in the over your face. I did put my finger in it.
All right. In theory, we're live.
Can the people hear us?
They should be able to hear us.
Hello!
Hello from Brickworld.
Brickworld Chicago, welcome.
We, no 10-minute countdown or anything. We're just gonna...
Dive right in.
We're gonna dive...
We out here.
We're gonna dive right in. Mr. Bricks O'Brien is trying to think like what the music sounds like right now because he can't hear it. He doesn't have any he doesn't have a headset.
It's embedded in my DNA because
he sings it in his sleep.
I do.
He's just tapping his foot in his sleep.
That royalty-free theme from Epidemic wherever
it is. It's Artlist.
Oh.
It's an Artlist special.
Tell them to stop copyright claiming the intro.
Well, I don't know why they're doing, but welcome to Z&B Live Unfiltered.
Double live.
How's everybody doing?
There needed some applause.
I know. I was like, my God, we have a live stream. I shouldn't have to hit the applause button on our board. Y'all need to do that. Let's do that one more time. One more time. Welcome to Z&B Live Unfiltered. There it is. There it is. I'm still gonna do it. I still hit the button.
Okay.
It's in my DNA to do so.
You're looking real good.
I'm looking fit. I'm looking fine. And you know why I'm looking this good?
Why?
Because I'm sporting some new Z&B Live merch.
Yes.
That we're gonna talk about a little bit later. I've got the new look at this thing. I've got all kinds of stuff in front of you. You can't even see it.
Well, his arrived early. Mine didn't arrive in time.
Yeah. Well,
it's fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine. This is fine.
We're all good.
We're all fine.
Well,
now.
we're live from Schaumburg, Illinois, the Renaissance Schaumburg Convention Center. This place is packed. There's people creating their mocks from the ground up. There's vendors vending, wheeling and dealing.
Well, it's packed already, and it's not even a public day.
Not a public day.
That's what's crazy about this place.
Yep.
Like it was packed yesterday, and people were just setting up.
Yes.
And then today, it's even more so. Last night, opening ceremonies, right? There wasn't an empty seat in the house. Like it was just crazy to see the amount of people. And the number I heard was 600 new attendees.
Ooh.
First time, 600 first-time new attendees here.
And they're used to about 1,100 AFOLs in general. So the attendees are different from the general public that shows up on Saturday, Sunday. So the AFOLs, the diehard LEGO fans are here. They're making their... mostly, a lot of this is just conversing.
Right.
That's all this really is. It's an excuse to get together, to bond with people that you've made friendships with over the internet, and you can cash in on it in real life.
Right.
So it's just a great time. Like I walk 3 minutes and I encounter somebody I know from the online or like whether it be the brick building community or otherwise.
Just taking 5 steps here is almost impossible over the course of an hour.
Yeah.
You basically just move about, an inch every hour or so.
Yeah.
Which is phenomenal because that's what a lot of this is about for attendees more than anything is it's a way to reconnect with old friends that you haven't seen in over a year sometimes and just, the Lego, it's crazy to think at Brickworld, the Lego's almost secondary. It is.
There's a lot of people who would say that the opposite. I agree. But we're both like social butterflies. We like talking to people.
Right. Well, but you pointed out in our last episode when we were kind of prepping for Brickworld, everybody's so dang friendly.
Yeah.
Right? And so people want to have conversations with you.
Yeah.
I told Brian the story yesterday. I had a conversation. It was like a little girl and her brother, and they were like bringing stuff to the floor. And I thought they were somebody's, obviously they were somebody's kid, but I thought they were just somebody's kid.
Yeah.
No. She starts talking to me like she's an adult. She's like, is this your first time to Brickworld? I was like, no. And she goes, oh, so are you displaying? And I went, no. And she goes, well, I am. And I was like, oh my God, who are you? Like, what child savant are you right now having this conversation? And that's just the way she was. And, and she started telling me about her mock and all the stuff that she was doing. And I was like, I don't deserve to be in this conversation with you. I feel like I'm not...
You're still like new in the space, relatively. This is Brickworld number 2 for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a baby.
Yeah.
I'm a baby.
There's a lot of families here that like grow up with this convention and make it like their vacation for the year. And I can see why. Like, yeah, it's a lot of work to lug your stuff from across the country and make sure it's prim and proper. But like when you're here and you're locked in and you have everybody that you're friends with, like it's great. It's great.
You have a booth here. What's your booth? What's your booth about?
The booth is for Pro Gamer's Guide, the children's book series that I have alongside Mr. Kevin Hinkle, who has made some of that spicy new artwork, and it is located directly in front of the convention center. So as soon as you walk in, you take a left, and you will see me and everyone else at the booth.
Right.
There are copies of the new book, Pro Gamer's Guide to Making Friends. There's all sorts of Bob merch and a mosaic build that you can come by and have a part of. So take an 8x8 plate and help build the cover of the book. So it'll be...
It's cool that there's an interactive aspect to it.
Yeah, it's not just me trying to sell stuff. It's like...
Well, it is. But...
Yeah, but you can show up and build something and walk away, and I'm like, oh, you know, that's fine. But like, yeah, it's great. Like, I'm here to socialize with people, make it a memorable experience for whoever shows up, and I like the public. There's some people that don't like the public, and they're just like, you know what, I'm not going to bother sitting by my mock and engaging with people, which is fine. They're here for the AFOL days, but I like having that back and forth, especially with families.
Sure.
So
And your booth has almost kind of become the unofficial hangout.
Yes.
For a lot of us, especially a lot of us Twitch folks.
Yes. And I'm great. I'm fine with that.
So that's one of the things I wanted to talk about is that there's been this interesting, from what I saw last year and even a little bit this year, we're segmented a little bit. We have the Twitch folks, we have the Instagram folks, we have the influencers, right? You have the YouTube folks, TikTokers and stuff like that. You especially are making a very strong push to try to blur those lines.
Yes.
We did that last night. We had a nice big dinner and everything like that. And I went, I don't even know if you know or not, but I went, when you were doing your whole Hot Wings challenge with Astro Canuck, I went live on TikTok. We had 500 people watching.
No, you get out of here.
No, swear to God.
Of course not.
It was fantastic.
Get out.
It was fantastic. I don't even know who those 500 people were.
But they were there.
All
right, cool.
Cheering you on.
Great.
Right? Your bright red face and everything like that. I still can't get over, you challenged a guy to a hot sauce competition who literally snorts habaneros.
I did that because I wanted an excuse to look Astro Canuck in the eyes as I ate wings in a hot setting. So as I'm getting flustered and red, I made locked eyes with Tom, and I felt awoken.
No. It looked like you had a religious experience at that table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do that for every Canadian.
Right. But what's been cool is we have seen that blurring of lines.
Yes.
We've seen that melding of
more of that. More of that.
Those different segments of influencers across the thing.
Yeah.
So going forward, what's your plan to try to help keep that going?
I want to have, like what we had last night, a jam-packed house of 60 people at Giordano's, which was not an open invite, but it was like, hey, who do you think would want to go? And the spots filled up immediately.
Sure.
I want to have 100 people there next year.
Right.
The entire half of the restaurant. We'll figure it out. Because just like everything else, we'll figure it out. And we'll iterate and grow and whatever. But when it comes to here, you have the Twitch people and the whoever people. We're all here for LEGO. But not only that, but like, whenever I talk to really anybody from any faction and any circle, they're just easy to talk to. Mm-hmm. And I don't feel that way when I go to gaming events or when I go to anime conventions with my friends.
Sure.
People aren't as easy to talk to. So the fact that I can easily talk to everybody and I'm like in every pot, like, all right, you're easy to talk to. So are a lot of people in this audience right now. So why don't we set up more situations to make that happen at the convention so you don't have to drive and whatever. And I think this stage is part of it. Like we have a little bit of a crowd right here right now. What if we had more lights and speakers and we had a more fleshed out schedule and we involved not just Twitch people or YouTube, like make a conscious effort to build out the content that is entertaining for not only the people here, but then at home, double down on the people at home coming next year. And having more fun and wanting to stick around. Like that's how I see it develop.
Well, and you've seen it grow, right? So like
Yeah.
you said, last year was my first year.
Yeah.
Right? So even from one year to the next, I've already seen it kind of explode.
When we had all the Lego Twitch people in the hotel lobby, like I talked about 1,000 times before, the hotel lobby, that's where people hang out, whatever. That crowd doubled from last year.
Yeah.
Which
Last
is
night
cool.
was so cool to see.
And it wasn't like, it's people that have been in the live stream chats, that have been in the Discord, that have been around. And this is the melting pot of all of it. So I happen to be the guy that knows all these people. So like just before, and actually after this show, London Bridge Bricks is going to be on, Greg.
Right.
And I'm like, Greg, this is Zach, Greg. Like, I like being that person to like connect all the red lines in the sky and like, all right, here we go. So
it's all connected.
and it kind of is. So more of that this year, next year. That's my plan.
I've seen already a lot of people who were first-time attendees last year coming in this year, and now they're displaying. They came in last year, they got inspired, and now they are displaying. And is that a normal theme, or was that just like kind of an anomaly from last year to this year? Because they seem to have. I mean, last year they had a lot of new attendees.
Sure, right.
Like they grew last year, they grew even more this year. Do you expect that trend to continue into next year?
If it does, then Brickworld's in trouble because they're
They
already
outgrow the space.
They're already maxed out on space. So it is of my belief and knowledge that they will expand and have. The main thing is that there's always a wedding, or the CFOs of the Illuminati are meeting up to talk big business, or
Sure.
Oh, here's food packaging for no-name brands in Hannaford's. Like, they're all here during the time. So Brickworld maxes out the hotel. They max out attendance at this convention. They know that Brickworld is valuable. So I think going forward, they're going to have more of the ballrooms to bring in and have people over there, because this is maxed out without it getting overcrowded. And right now it's fine because there's only 1,100 people or whatever.
Right. But wait till tomorrow.
With all the
when the public days start
you're gonna
tomorrow,
nuke this place.
Oh my God!
So you have to expand to these other ballrooms around there. Actually, all of the activities that were on this floor before are in another room. So there's no building activities here besides probably like my mosaic.
Right.
You're just looking at everything. So they already did that, and that's perfect. So more of that, more expansion into the ballrooms and fleshing out content here, and yeah, it'd be great.
This is what happens when we're live, because I need to do something.
Oh,
Grab my purple bag.
what's in the bag? I could have grabbed the bag. You have to drag over Tom.
I have to drag over Tom, because
okay.
one of the things I want to
something-
talk about at this Brickworld and this show in general
Oh no, I don't know.
is
No.
I have said time and time again
Yes.
that if there was an award for best thumbnail on the internet,
Yes.
Mr. Bricks O'Brien should win it.
Okay.
And so Tom took it upon himself to create such an award that I feel like we need to display.
Okay. Is it a pickle? Is it a potato?
You
Is
just
it-
got to open it.
Oh, I just got to open it? Okay. And the award for best thumbnails on YouTube allegedly go to Mr. Bricks, world's okayest thumbnail creator. Yeah! I'd like to thank my mom. Shout out to Louise for giving birth. And all the moms out there. Shout out to the moms. Any moms in the convention? Any moms? Okay,
What does it say on the bottom?
Nosy. You almost got me. That's a cuss word. We can't say that. Can't say that.
We just want to thank Astro Canuck Tom, everybody, for creating that.
And it says Bob on the back. Look at that. It's great.
Look at that.
But I'm not showing the bottom. That's for me. That's for me to reflect on at night. Thank you.
That's amazing.
I'm okay.
the
I'm gonna
most
put that
okayest.
right over here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But listen, we would not listen. We still.
I don't have an award for you.
Good.
Your award.
I don't need an award.
Your award is going to be sitting in that hot tub in the haunted castle alone.
I just exist.
That's your
on
award.
This show. Oh my God, that's not an award.
That's a privilege.
You're still going to be there.
Yeah.
But part of what we do this show for is actually for the LEGO news, notes, information from around the globe. So I actually think we should actually talk about some of that stuff on this show, even though we're amidst Brickworld right now. So let's start with we have two times insider points available right now.
Cool.
LEGO kind of dropped that. Once again, just after all the June releases, just to pick up this. So, hey, did you miss anything June 1st? Did you pick that up? Here's your opportunity, going all the way from the 12th to the 16th. Mr. Bricks O'Brien, is there anything currently on your docket that you're going to use that?
Nothing. No. My focus here is to pick up the scraps of Lego Mario no one wants at the yard sale, find a way to fit it into my suitcase in the hopes that I sell like the books to make room for the stuff in my suitcase.
Right.
I already bought a Dry Bowser Castle off a local, and he brought it, along with Crunchy candy from Canada.
The Crunchy candy. You're just obsessed with that. I have one bar of that, and I'm going to try it later.
Good. There you go.
The 2 times VIP point thing or insider point thing, I feel like there's a missed opportunity here with at least a gift with purchase or something at a threshold that could get people enticed into doing it, because they keep that stuff a little close to the chest, when they're going to do it and everything, and then all of a sudden they kind of drop it and you're like, oh, by the way, we've got 2 times insider points. But everybody kind of spent a lot of money on June 1st and bought the sets they wanted to get right away, and I think you could help entice people if you start announcing some of this stuff or saying, hey, on this date, give them a couple weeks notice. On this date, we're going to do this.
Do we have anything for July 1st yet?
July 1st is we have some stuff for July 1st.
Okay.
To talk about.
Oh, in the future. Well, I mean, right now, like, we're close enough to July 1st that they're probably going to hold anything for that.
For a gift with purchase, you mean?
I would say so. Like, it's 2 weeks now.
Right, but. How do other than just the 2-point thing, like how do you entice people to do it? Is there should be opportunities for something.
Yeah.
Right. They have enough extra stock. Because here's the deal:
the extra stock of something old.
Here's the deal: in Australia, they are currently running a gift with purchase, but here in the States, they are not.
Okay.
So there's stock available in other places.
Right.
They just need to take the opportunity to kind of do that across. Maybe it's different gift with purchases throughout, but take the opportunity to allow for that stuff and not just make it whatever. Again, we're talking about missed opportunities, and we kind of have to suffer through that a little bit when it comes to being a LEGO A-full fan with some of that stuff. But July, oh baby,
yes,
July 1st, officially announced, ladies and gentlemen. Bumblebee is making his debut. Hot off the heels of the amazing Optimus Prime set that we got. This is a 950-piece LEGO set released under the Icons theme. Insiders July 1st, blah, blah, blah. And just like Optimus, it will be transformable.
Yep. It has to be.
They actually had to create a specific piece for this set to actually make the transform possible. Okay. The mech itself, the robot itself.
A lot of people don't like it.
Okay. The mech version, he looks phenomenal. He looks like the cartoon.
Sure.
Right?
That's the point,
Which is fine. The Optimus Prime mech version looked like the toy. And so did the truck version look like the toy. I don't think at that scale, there's a couple things here. I don't think at the scale they could get the car to look right.
Sure.
And the toy, Bumblebee, was ugly.
Yeah.
That Gen 1 toy was nasty, right? Which is why I've always said, like, Megatron is not in the works. Like, they don't.
You want to bet Megatron's not in the works?
Megatron's not in the works. Do you remember what that toy looked? First of all,
I'm not.
Okay, first of all, Megatron turned into a gun.
Make him a fighter jet.
Okay, but you can't. Like, if you're going based off of the Gen 1 cartoon Gen 1 toy line. You can't make
Megatron,
him.
he transformed into a gun?
He was a gun. So first of all, in the cartoon, he would the scale never made sense, and Transformer scale never made sense anyway, right? First of all, Soundwave would transform down into a boombox,
Right, yeah.
Right? Okay, he's a giant robot. He can't transform down into. Megatron would transform into a gun that other Transformers could hold, right? But he was one of the biggest Decepticons that they had.
Yeah.
So when it came to the toy line, Megatron had to be transformed into a gun, and it looked like an actual gun. Like, it looked like a realistic kind of looking gun. But the robot version of him was ugly. Like, it did not look right. It did not look like it looked in the cartoon at all. So when they started talking about what could they do after Optimus, well, everybody was like, oh, well, Megatron. Like, that's a no-brainer. It's his arch nemesis, right? But I was definitely in the camp going, you can't make that. That's not a toy you can make. And especially from LEGO. Like, that's not something.
Sure.
Now, there's been other iterations of Megatron throughout that where he's a tank and whatever,
Yeah.
and you can make him a fighter jet, whatever you want to do, right? But they've strictly stuck to this Gen 1 look, you know, and the icons have stuck to this Gen 1 look. I don't think that that they can go away from it. So how do they get around it? They circumvent it by making Optimus's right-hand man, Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Okay. Problem number 2, Bumblebee was a really ugly toy. First of all, it was really small.
Yeah.
Right? His legs kind of separated out a little bit, but he was very stiff.
Yep.
And, you know, it wasn't a lot of play feature type of thing. So the designer himself said we kind of took some liberty and we made him look like the cartoon.
Yeah.
As opposed to the toy. But they still wanted to make him transform. Now, the transformation is cool and very much more intricate than
I was going to say, it looks a lot
Optimus.
more intricate.
Yeah. Where you're actually, unlike Optimus, there was one optional piece in the waist on Optimus you could remove if you wanted to. You didn't have to. But Bumblebee has to remove parts.
Yeah.
So you could see that they were kind of handcuffed a little bit with what they were doing with this set. And I'm curious, because the reception has been kind of lukewarm to it. There's a few people that are excited about it. You know, it's Transformers. It's their childhood and whatever. But then there's other people that maybe it was their childhood and they're looking at it going, well, that doesn't look like a Volkswagen Beetle. First of all, there's a tire on the back. Like, from a design standpoint, I'm like, why did you put a tire on the back of the trunk?
Realistically, LEGO and anyone else can do whatever they want to make the toy whatever they want. Like, I don't necessarily view it as like they have to stick to one iteration of the character among all the different types of characters they may do eventually. Oh, it has to be just from the cartoon, or just the Michael Bay movie, or just the, you know, whatever. I think it'd be even more interesting if they had different iterations of these characters from different eras of Transformers. And you could have, like, okay, Optimus is, I mean, you're not getting a cohesive lineup maybe, right? But you're having all these different variations. So do you remember, I mean, I don't, but like, what was Megatron in the Michael Bay movies? What did he transform into?
I believe it was a tank.
So, they want some tank.
The problem is,
tank.
Megatron is a, you know, I mean, he's just
a military,
he's military
yeah.
thing, right? And it's just, you know, and that's basically what, you know, when Megatron turned into Galvatron, he turned into a cannon. Like, I mean, it was just a, you know, think of it as a tank cannon
I think
kind of thing.
if you're doing a number 3, eventually, I think it has to be Megatron. In terms of Bumblebee, I don't care.
I'm wondering if we see a number 3 at this point, because
I think we would. So, I think with Optimus Prime, you could have had just Optimus, and that's it.
I still think it should have been a one-off. I said it back when they released it.
Just like, well, maybe not until now, but Horizon. I think the tall neck could have been a 1 and done.
Right.
Optimus 1 and done. We got it represented. Move on. Whatever.
Right.
But now
he's the iconic Transformer.
Yeah, and now Pandora's box a little bit. I just want to see it. Like, even if it doesn't look 100%. There's people, you literally talk to anybody at any of these tables over here and say, hey, this Megatron that LEGO made is garbage. Can you improve it? And they will. So that's your excuse. They're going to come out with Megatron, or you're going to get your Bumblebee, and then it's going to suck, and then you'll bring it here, and you'll talk to Pinot Creations, or you'll talk to whoever. They'll fix it. Toss them a couple bucks. Get a professional work on it.
There were already people improving Optimus before,
yeah,
like, it was out for a day.
They're already here. Look, there's 1,000 people here. pull anyone over. Tiago's right here. I could pull him up on stage and be like, hey, you want to fix your Bumblebee?
You want to fix Bumblebee? Yeah.
You want to fix?
You know how I fix Bumblebee? Take the damn tire off the back of the because the car doesn't have that.
Right.
I want to shake right now. I want to shake the designer right now and go, why did you put a tire back there?
We can ask Amish Ace why he didn't have the tire. Why'd you have the tire? Okay, there it goes. It's just funny calling out to everybody. It's great. So yeah, come to Brickworld, get your Bumblebee fixed. You're fine.
So you're not. Did you touch the Optimus?
No, I don't. I'm not Transformers.
Yeah, you're too.
I'm not a.
Yeah.
I'm young. I saw the first Michael Bay movie in theaters in 2006.
So this is actually timely because they are releasing a brand new Transformers movie. You've heard about this?
The animated one. That looks.
They did.
What if they did young? What's his face?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
If they went back and struck all this idea of doing the Gen 1 stuff and kind of went with this potentially. Okay. Here's the thing. The new animated Transformers movie just screened for the first audience at a premiere. Standing ovation.
Good.
The reports coming out of this movie is that it is like the fact that it's coming out in September, nobody understands because they're kind of like it almost feels like they're trying to hide it.
Yeah.
But the hype around it after the movie was over was extraordinary.
Yeah.
So they might actually have something here that maybe they could piggyback off
You do
of.
young Decepticons. There's a way you could pull it off. Bumblebee, I think it's fine. It's $90. It's not as big of a commitment as Optimus and whatever. You're gonna get it. You're not. I'm not too broken up about it. I'm not a Transformers guy anyway. So
it's not under 50 pieces. It's $90.
It's fine.
It's it's under $100.
Yeah.
You're gonna get
be thankful it's under $100 instead of.
I'll tell you right now.
Whatever.
I will never. It doesn't matter. It's cool that it transforms. It's neat. I will never display it as that car.
No.
The car is ugly.
No.
It's not designed right. The robot itself looks great. The robot looks like the cartoon.
Some people were complaining about the legs being too plain.
No, looks fine.
Okay.
Because it's a nice hybrid between the toy, which kind of had those stick-looking legs, and what you get in the cartoon. So as a Transformers fan from the 80s, it's a good hybrid between the toy I had and the cartoon I watched, right? And so it's going to display really nicely transformed next to my Optimus. Maybe I can get, because Optimus is currently holding the Stratocaster ready to rock out. So maybe, if I can get the piano built, I can get Bumblebee at the piano, maybe.
Yeah.
Sitting there jamming out
That'd
or something.
That'd be cool.
But comes out, July 1st. Day one for me, probably not, but it's on my list. 100%. At that price point, at that piece count, 100%.
I'll still be hurting for the inevitable Deku Tree. So either one or two of those.
So speaking of LEGO and movie franchises, we've got some interesting developments. We talked about this early on in our show's history, where Pharell, who's a massive LEGO fan, wanted to tell a documentary-style film about his life and his music journey, but through LEGO. And you and I both went, really?
Yeah.
It's interesting. That's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Here we are, several months later, and we got our first trailer of the piece-by-piece documentary film. And I'll tell you right now, I watched this trailer and went, oh my God, this is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant.
I was in shock that we are getting Kendrick Lamar and Snoop Dogg and other hip hop artists and literal gangsters.
Snoop Dogg, Jay-Z, Justin Timberlake, Gwen Stefani's in it. It's a massive amount of people in this thing.
We'll keep it clean for the audience here, but Jay-Z has dealt illegal materials in his day to get famous and wealthy, and he has a LEGO minifigure. In what boardroom did LEGO allow that to happen? Why? That goes... So, LEGO will never make a tank. They'll never... these people have been like convicted for felonies, and and I'm fans of them.
Sure.
I'm a hip hop head. I love Kendrick Lamar. Like I saw him in concert with Kanye West years ago. I'm all great. But like, how did Lego or whoever ever allow that? I don't understand. Because they are official. They're official parts, and they match the system. It's not some fan
a partnership.
It's a partnership.
Focus. What was it? Focus Pictures is in partnership with Lego to make this film. And not only that, it has. If you've gone back, if you watch, the other Lego animated properties, whether it be the Lego movies, whether it be the Batman Lego movie, whether it be any of the Star Wars stuff. It has the same kind of goofy vibe.
Yeah.
And it's like you can tell that Lego was directly involved. Either that or Pharrell just like knocked it out of the park on the vibe he wanted to tell. But what I thought is interesting, at least from the trailer's perspective, it comes across as if it's his journey trying to make this film.
Yes.
Which I think, again, is brilliant. And it's using music that he wrote in a musical style to tell the story.
Yes.
Which is even better.
That's Pharrell's creative genius shining. And if anybody was going to do like a autobiography, auto documentary,
Sure.
In a Lego style, it would be him. So now that I'm seeing it come to fruition, I mean, it looks interesting. I'm surprised it's actually going to be in theaters. It's not some
October 11th.
It's not some direct to, it's Netflix or it's going to. It kind of comes off as like a limited run in theaters, and then, it hops on HBO or whatever. But it is going to be in theaters. It is a Lego movie by all intents and purposes.
It's a Lego movie.
So you had Lego Batman, Lego Ninjago, then that. Or two, then that. So
I'm fascinated to see the audience it pulls. I'm too fascinated to see the audiences.
You're going to see the most diehard hip-hop fans be like, yo, I'm about to see this Lego movie. Let's go. It's like, they'll look at you weird, but like, yeah, all about it. I'll watch it.
Day one. I'm there day one.
All right.
I can't wait.
We'll do a reflection review as the episode of the show, which we need to do at some point eventually anyways, is like a retrospective on all the Lego movies and ranking them. But now we can add this one to the ranking.
Add it to it, yeah. That'll probably be a really good, October episode.
Yes.
Right after we actually see this film.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm shocked that Lego is so invested in this, and I don't know how they got talked into inviting the people into it, other than Pharrell just saying, these are people that are going to be in it. These people, the reason they're in it is because they're influential in his musical journey.
Yep.
And so without them, he can't tell his story.
Right.
So I get it from a narrative standpoint. Totally get it, right? But how do they sell that to their shareholders of sorts, right? Knowing that there are certain legal issues and different things that are surrounding it. And I'm curious as to how much emphasis will start being put on that as we get closer and closer to release. Because right now, I'm not hearing people talking about it.
Right.
That side of it. So I'm still waiting to see that journey for the audience and see who's going to show up.
Do we get a special AMC or Regal or whatever, buy your ticket, get the figure in the theater? Will we see any of those people? Will we see Lego Snoop Dogg officially in a box on shelves? Is it going to happen? Is it going to be a black and white box and he's doing the this? Is that what's going to happen?
Yes. I would buy the heck out of that. I don't think we'll see that. You know what we might see, though? I wonder. Would those be integrated into Fortnite?
Maybe. You're right.
Like, that's how you do it, right? Like, Fortnite does a big thing where they have all of these hip-hop artists and everything as, like, new skins.
I mean, they got Eminem.
That ports into Lego Fortnite.
But everybody wants a set. They want, like, a physical...
Yeah, but we're still missing sets of some of the things that are currently included in Lego Fortnite.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
yeah, I could see that happening.
You know,
Why not?
M&M. I mean, we don't, like we don't have that in
That
Lego
would be cool.
format.
That'd be cool.
But I'm just wondering, I think there's avenues for them to still take the Lego brand wise without actually putting them on store shelves and saying we're going to push these on kids.
Right.
Now, I haven't seen a rating for this film yet.
Oh, imagine if it's rated R.
There's no way.
No, it can't be.
No.
It can't be.
Not
Probably can't be PG-13 either.
I think it's PG. I think we're going to get a PG.
I don't know how. I mean, Pharrell. I don't know his upbringing, so I don't know his journey specifically. But I know, a lot of the people involved are not necessarily the most family-friendly people ever. So,
Right.
it'll end up being fine. There's going to be no controversy, nothing like that. But it'll be interesting seeing everything in motion on screen. So October 5th, what was it?
October 11th.
11th, okay.
Yeah, October 11th.
So right before holidays, get it out, top of the year, it's on streaming. Do it that way.
Yeah. Like I said, day heckin' one. Can't wait. So one of the big things that we really wanted to announce, and we kind of teased it at the top of the show, was we are coming out with brand new merch available.
Yes.
And you'll see a variety of different things. Now it's already live on my Fourth Wall store. It'll be live on your Fourth Wall store shortly.
Yes.
But we have a variety of things. One of the things that we have is we actually have a dual shirt where you can get either myself on my channel or on my Fourth Wall store, or you can get Brian on the Fourth Wall, on his Fourth Wall store. We'll both be selling the joint shirts and things and hoodies. And,
Yes.
We do have currently right now, there is an exclusive, it will only be live for 1 month, an exclusive Brickworld hat on my Fourth Wall store. So it is currently live right now. If you want to get it, go to my Fourth Wall store. Links wherever.
Yes.
And but that particular Brickworld branded hat will only be live for 1 month, Mr.
Yes, and then you can wear it when you show up and see us next year. And we do this next year with a bigger stage and
lights. Lights
and a PA system, so everybody
can actually hear what we're
Yeah.
what we're actually saying.
It's we're getting there.
What are some of the merch items that you're going to have on your store?
Mugs. People love the mugs. They love that. Shirts, certainly. I'll have a hat of some kind as well. We both have a plan of having really cool stuff on each of our respective stores. So that'll be good. I don't know on my date yet. Actually, I have been bombarded with all.
Well, it's
the
not
things
like you haven't
happening.
been busy or anything.
Yeah, I know. But go and support Zach. Support the show through Zach's shop, and you can get everything that features his branding on it. So the artwork, obviously done by the incredible Kevin Hinkle, and knocked it out of the park once again with everything artwork-wise.
Yeah.
So
huge shout out to Kevin. He's done amazing work with the 2 different types of logos that we have.
Yeah, all the things all the time. He's cooking on some stuff as well. So yeah, check that out.
There's literally a Z&B Live collection now on the store. You can just go there. It'll have all the Z&B Live merch stuff and everything like that.
And my stuff will be launched soon. Stay tuned to socials and my live shows to see what happens next.
There you go. Speaking of what's happening next, you've got, again, we talked about how busy you've been. You've got the book. The books are now in possession. They're being shipped out. You've got a booth here.
Yep.
What's you got some big stuff coming up here on Twitch. Talk about
I'm going to take a 5-day nap. 5-day nap. I'm going to write down, done, gone. Maybe it'll be while I have a purple check mark. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
But
see, the problem is here's the problem now with the purple check mark. Now we got to redo all the branding if we get the purple check mark. You know
what
that,
branding?
Right? We got all the.
No,
we got to get the hat on the thing.
We'll be concerned about the hat if the hat is on my head after Twitch partnership is confirmed or not. The support has been overwhelmingly strong from a lot of the people that are literally looking and making eye contact with me right now. So
they're looking into your soul.
Unfortunately. So massive thank you to every one of them and everybody who's watching at home and continuing to show support. Like, I have been so everywhere all the time, but even in spite of that, just people hanging out and making the best of everything happening.
Yeah.
I'm like, I continue to be beyond grateful. I don't need an award for that. Like, but it makes me feel appreciated. It's great.
You've got you got the books going out now.
Yes.
Which was a big check mark off your
Yes.
list, right?
Yes.
So the next thing you got coming up is BobCon.
Yes.
What the hell is BobCon?
BobCon is the all-digital, weekend-long showcase of creativity, community, and games. So I had it as a stretch goal for the Kickstarter. So BobCon was this idea of like doing something that was accessible to anybody and just an excuse to celebrate cool things happening, kind of like Brickworld in a way, except making it all digital.
Virtual.
And virtual.
Yeah.
Virtual.
Yeah.
So it'll be a live broadcast on Twitch and maybe simulcasted on YouTube as well, where over the course of a weekend, you'll be able to tune in and participate in gaming tournaments like Mario Kart, maybe Smash Bros, whatever. A lot of custom creations being showcased as well, new merch coming out, some gauntlet-like challenges from me broadcasting out to everybody. So it's going to be a big celebration of like all the things that have happened basically in the past 6 years. So I want to bring on other guests and make it as involved with the community and the people that help support what I do, like
Right.
all, throughout the year.
There was something involved with your partner push with BobCon, right?
No, so if I hit partner on Twitch, unlock partner status on Twitch by BobCon, which is July 26th. Okay, same weekend as San Diego Comic-Con. So don't bother going to Comic-Con. Don't spend the money. Just go to BobCon.
Yeah.
Way cheaper. Then I would.
And totally in the same ballpark. Too.
Yeah, same ball. It's fine. That I would give away a Deku Tree Lego set, which is really going to sting.
At BobCon or no? That was in September.
Yeah, because we already have giveaways happening, courtesy of you,
Right.
running throughout that time anyways. So that would be the month leading up to, so it'd be given away on August 30th or whatever.
Oh, but we have to hit it by BobCon
Correct.
in order for the Deco Tree to
Correct.
be on the dock. Okay,
Correct.
I'm following you now.
Yep, so
All right.
then after that, it'll be a Minecraft Battle Royale map that I want to get done before BobCon, but we'll see if it happens. And a bunch of other little incentives as well. So everything is still cooking and fermenting, but things are coming along together. It's one brick at a time, just like how Brickworld Chicago's coming together. It's not like that, right?
Yeah.
You don't just magically get an email from Twitch and it says, oh yeah, it just brick by brick, level by level, it all builds up, and there you go. That's
awesome.
That's what's happening.
That's awesome.
With BobCon, with all the things, with y'all watching live right now, and in the audience.
So you quickly touched on it, but we're still in that partner push thing.
Yes.
We're not taking the foot off the pedal or anything like that, right?
Yes.
So it is be there early, stay
often.
early often, and the reason is because you're earning points
Yes.
by being there. So explain the point system.
It's all on the website. It's all on the website.
Yeah, but people
You can
pretend people can't read.
They normally can't read anyways. I have to explain it.
Right.
So you earn Bucks just by watching the live stream, which is what a lot of people who are live on Twitch, when they're doing giveaways, they do that as a means of like, hey, if you hang out and support the show, you earn more of these points. The points then can be converted into tickets. So for 100 Bucks, you get one ticket into the giveaway. Enter as many tickets as you want to until the period is over, and then I'll pull a winner live. So that happened this past month. We had a winner for the R2-D2. That was courtesy of you in an effort to signal boost what's going on. And this month, it will be the Animal Crossing prize package.
Yeah.
And there's been some cool Animal Crossing stuff over on the show floor here already. So you could even be at Brickworld and make your own mock out of all of the Animal Crossing stuff, because you get one of everything that's available right this moment. So that's going to one winner, and that'll be drawn at the end of this month. So ideally, you and I will hop on back on a live stream, unless you're going to Disney again, if it not gets canceled or whatever. Then we'll go and do another collaborative stream, celebrate the giveaway winner, and get it out to them.
But it doesn't stop in June.
No,
In July.
because then in July, there's a Nintendo Switch OLED that you can win just by hanging out in the live streams. So
It's as simple. You just hang out.
Just
Like,
be there.
Literally, you just hang out.
It's as simple as that. And I know not everybody can be there, like attentively listening to every word, whether, on a live stream or in real life or whatever. But popping it on in the background. You have that as your background noise while you're cooking, cleaning, you're meowing it out, whatever you're doing.
Right.
That, it all counts. It all helps. So any of your favorite creators, and whenever I'm on, I'd be honored if you did that with me.
There you go. So as we wrap up here, back to Brickworld, since it's right in our face.
Yes.
Is there anything that's caught your eye to this point?
There is a multi-level Super Smash Bros. Collaborative build. So it has stages from all the different games, one of them being Pokemon Stadium from Melee, and it's playing like some of the gameplay behind it, and all the characters are built out. That's really cool. I saw a moth man in a cage that was knitting. That was pretty cool. And, you know, I give Amish Ace a lot of flack, but he has a black-lit Helldivers logo in the corner that just catches your eye as soon as you pop over.
As soon as you pop over.
Yeah. So it's great.
Which we should give him flack, because he was complaining about where he was placed.
But it draws your attention. It draws your eye.
Right, and then he realized how actually good it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's actually like a metal door behind him, so it radiates off of the door. He's
Right.
got this guy's got the best spot, besides me,
Yeah.
the best spot of the whole convention.
Yeah.
He's great.
This son of a gun.
Yeah. What about you? What have you seen?
I tell you right, and it's not just because it's like right in our line of sight. The fact that there is a Lego built working computer
Yes.
over here
Yep.
is blowing my mind right now. Like, I thought when I walked over there originally, I thought it was just somebody's like computer setup, that they were just a workstation they were working from. Oh no, it's like a water cooled brick built computer. Like,
Very cool. All classic space.
yeah, like what in the world is happening over there? Like that is some of the wild stuff that you just see in and around this place. And we got big stuff coming up. We got the garage sale coming up Saturday night. We got the what do they call it? The World of Lights or whatever it's called, late at night. That's going to be incredible. But I mean, you've got a full on Magic, the Disney guy. I mean, you got a full on Magic Kingdom over there. There's amazing stuff here.
Yeah. You will not find a shortage of stuff to look at, and people working on their stuff that you can ask questions about. Like, people like talking about their stuff. So if you see somebody working on something you think it's cool, ask them about the process. Make sure that you're acknowledging each of the creators and who they are. So there's like little cards in front of every single display, so that way everybody can be properly credited. And when you see them in World of Lights, all the lights dim down, and something like Amish Ace's, logo, that will shine bright because it's blacklight too. So lots of that over the course of the next couple days.
It's going to be awesome.
It is worth every penny and more for you to buy the ticket, get here. If you're local, you have no excuse. If you are taking, I met somebody from Peru last night. They recognized me who I was.
Amazing.
And I'm like, this is, like, you took your mocks from Peru over to here? He's like, yeah. Because this is great, and I want to be part of it.
That's
so
amazing.
If there's somebody showing up from Peru, you got no excuse. Like, just get here. Just be here.
There it is. I'm going to spend the rest of the day kind of looking around, because tomorrow I'm going to be running on my social Instagram. I'm going to be running a scavenger hunt.
Okay.
So today is going to be the day that I really get an opportunity to kind of look around, and I'm going to be taking photos of different displays all across the entire con floor here, and I'm going to be posting those in my stories on Instagram. Okay. I'm going to need everybody to go through. You got to go out and search out all of those displays, and you have to take a selfie with the display. So you can't be sharing photos with each other, right? So you actually have to be physically in the photo with it. And the last part of the scavenger hunt you have to do on Saturday is you have to find me, because I'll be around somewhere. The first person to find me with all of the photos and them in it, right, will win one of my amazing cursed pillows that I have, and a minifig prize pack with my exclusive custom minifigs. So I know that it's going to be a hot commodity to find that exclusive cursed pillow out of the gate. Mr. Brix O'Brien is rubbing his eyes, but I guarantee you he's going to be out there searching it out just like everybody else.
No, because I'm going to be at my booth.
You're going to be fine. You're going to be having some schmuck, man your booth for you.
You mean Amish Ace?
Yes. I just didn't want to call him by name. He just has to get permission from his personal trainer.
Your cursed body pillow is a burden. It is not a gift. And if someone wants to bestow the burden of cuddling with Zach's likeness
You have
Go for
no
it.
idea how many people want to cuddle
Have
with this.
Have fun.
All of this.
they can just be there on your face with the pillow, wherever.
The real prize are the 2 exclusive minifigs that will come. I'm actually wearing them on my badge right now, but they will be part of the prize pack. I will be giving away 5 prize packs.
Okay.
So there are only 5 winners.
Okay.
Okay. So you've got to find it quick, and you got to find me fast in order to get the whole prize pack or have an opportunity at the prize pack. So. I thought we had a question in the audience there for a second. We had somebody standing up, raising their hand. I was like, "What is happening?"
No, Space Hobo's just stretching. End the show. We're done. We gotta
bounce. Mr. Bricks O'Brien, thank you so much for.
It's fun watching Zach fiddle with the buttons live. I'm
I
like,
know.
you can't see the mystery of Rutledge behind the glasses, but I can see all his tricks. He's got the wizard. He's handling everything in the side.
Well, it's a lot harder right here because nothing is actually in reach where I would
You have
really.
a monitor that doesn't even work.
I know. I got a monitor that doesn't even work. I don't have anything within
I don't
reach
have
that I don't
headphones.
want.
We don't have lights.
I know. But Mr. Bricks O'Brien, where can people find you on the internet, please?
You can find me anywhere at Bricks O'Brien across all your favorite social media platforms: YouTube, Twitch, X, Instagram, Facebook. You can find me also here at Brickworld Chicago 2024, baby.
And you can find me, Mr. Zach M. Rutledge, over on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, all the things, all the places.
All the places, all the time.
Do the things. And make sure if you are local, if you can get out here, just be here at Brickworld Chicago 2024. It's an amazing time. For Mr. Bricks O'Brien, I'm Zach M. Rutledge, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.